to a Taste of Bologna. This is our 5th wine dinner we've done in the past 3 years. Andrew Cotto is back. He's been my interpreter.
The curator.
I couldn't speak like this first one, but he's been with me, I feel like, the past 3 wine dinners, at least.
I'm here for you.
And he knows a lot about Bologna and the region, and he's going to walk you through everything and talk you through it. But the first course I'm going to tell you about, and I'm going to let you take it over for some of we made this menu together. This is probably the simplest food I've ever made. There's no sardines this time, so everybody can be happy. No night in Sicily.
I like sardines.
But our first course is gnocco frito. It's a very simple, like, cracker. It's very airy in the middle, and we have the best prosciutto you could possibly have. We're gonna just drape some prosciutto over it. We're gonna let the ingredients today speak for themselves. No extra sauce, Parmesan cheese, not a lot of basil. Not today. There's not too many garnishes. Just handmade tortellini and brodo. Second course. I want to let him take this over and talk to you guys about it, and we're going to get started getting plated. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Chef. Welcome to a Taste of Bologna. I'm Andrew Cotto. As Thomas mentioned, I'm a novelist and a journalist. I have a magazine dedicated to Italian food and drink called Appetito Magazine. My business partner here is filming this right now, so we're going to make a nice reel, I hope. How am I looking? Good? Italian food is a passion of mine. It informs my writing. The thing I like most about it is the community that it fosters, right? Whether you're Italian or not, and I see some non-Italian faces in the room, which is fine because you're all welcome at the Italian table every night. I've traveled to Italy extensively. I've lived there on 2 occasions. I've been there probably 8 times since the pandemic lifted. It's just a place where I have an immense passion for. And part of that is because of the quality of the food. Part of it. Most of it is because of the quality of the food. The regions of Italy are all distinct. There's 20 of them. I know most of us in this room probably understand there's Venice and Florence and Rome and Naples and the Amalfi Coast, but there's 20 regions total in the country, and Sicily, of course, we all know. Right? And each of them has a distinct cuisine. They're very different from each other. They're very competitive with each other. And Emilia-Romagna, which is where Bologna is located, Bologna is the capital of Emilia-Romagna, is without a doubt one of the few things most Italians who are being objective can agree upon is that Emilia-Romagna has the best food. The cuisine there of Emilia-Romagna has the most protected products. Italy regulates their food like we regulate our nuclear plants, or at least I hope how we regulate our nuclear plants. Right? I mean, they are very serious about it. Dudes with white coats come in and unannounced and test these products, right? And if they're not up to par, they don't give them the designation they need, right? Then they can't ship them, they can't sell them. Right? It is serious business there, and for a reason. In Emilia-Romagna, they have many of the most cherished products. 4 of them are featured here in the menu tonight. We have prosciutto di Parma, which is going to be on your gnocco frito, which we all know prosciutto, right? Prosciutto di Parma, right, is among the most elite of the prosciuttos in Italy. Right? They make it all around the peninsula, but prosciutto di Parma is great. Parma is one of the cities in the region of Emilia-Romagna, right? Let me backtrack a second. So there's, of course, Bologna, we know. Then Modena and Parma are probably the other 2 that are known for the food. They're probably about 20 miles away from each other. And they were established by the Roman legionnaires who used to walk. They used to distance their cities by the distance the guys could walk each day, on their way up north. So there's Bologna, which is the capital of the region. It's a university town. Right? The oldest university in Western civilization is in Bologna, so it's a college town. Then there's Modena, which is very chic and polished, and Parma, which is a great food town as well. Those 3 are really the ones you should know when you do your food tour. The products I'm talking about, again, are the prosciutto di Parma. Right? There's mortadella, right? Which we might think of as like bologna, but my Aunt Nancy cynically would say that mortadella was bologna that knew somebody. and the somebody that it knew are these farmers from Emilia-Romagna. Right? They had this beautiful valley there. It's not a mountainous region, one of the few regions in Italy that's not mountainous. They have some on the Tuscan border, and then up to the north where they border Lombardia, and Liguria on the northeast corner. Thank you, dyslexia. But there's this valley that floods every year from the Po River, and that flooding releases all these minerals into the soil. That soil creates great grazing opportunities for their animals. So the pigs of Emilia-Romagna are just incredible, right? So they make this mortadella from those pigs, right? Not like Oscar Mayer, where they just sort of make a paste out of it and slice it and put it in a plastic thing. They put little thumbnails of fat into it from the back of the pig. They put pistachio in it. So mortadella, it really is bologna that knew somebody. Right? It's incredibly silky and delicious. You'll enjoy tonight over Thomas's focaccia. Right? We have Parmigiano Reggiano cheese, right? Made again in Emilia-Romagna. This is not Parmesan from Wisconsin. And no offense to Parmesan from Wisconsin. You want to shake it out of the green can, knock yourself out. Right? But Parmigiano Reggiano from Emilia-Romagna is the most exquisite cheese in the world, arguably. Right? It is aged minimum of 12 months. Right? Those giant wheels you might see sometimes on TV. Right? 24 gets better, 36 is incredible. You get beyond that, it gets so crystallized and it's just exquisite, right? So you're going to be grating the younger cheese on your pastas, on your tortellini and brodo, right? On different courses, you're going to be eating the older ones with your dessert, drizzled in balsamic vinegar, right? Balsamic vinegar, balsamico tritinale aceto from Emilia-Romagna. It's not the balsamic vinegar, again, you buy in the supermarket. And I'm not picking on our supermarkets, and I'm not picking on other products. I'm just educating you to the fact that there's differences, right? To be traditional balsamic vinegar, aceto balsamico tradizionale, it has to be 12 years in caskets. Right? 12 years. That's a long, long time. What the Modenese do, when you have a baby in Modena, they buy the baby a casket. Right? And every year, until they're 12, they age it in a different casket. It gets smaller and smaller and smaller. And when you turn 12, you get your own bottle of balsamico tradizionale. I got Rock'em Sock'em Robots when I was 12. Right? These kids are getting aged, exquisite balsamic vinegar, which is more like a syrup. Right? You're not making salad dressings. Right? You're anointing things with it. Right? The one we have tonight is a little bit younger than that, but it's still going to be delicious over your gelato at the end. So we have the balsamico, we have the parmigiano, right? We have the mortadella, and we have the prosciutto. Right? We're making tortellini and brodo, which is a classic dish from that region. Everywhere you eat, every restaurant you go to near Bologna is going to have the tortellini and brodo. Right? Chef Thomas made it with a capon brodo, which is he's super fancy. He's trained. He's a sophisticated chef. Right? We have ragu. Of course, we all know Bolognese ragu. Every restaurant in worth their salt has a ragu Bolognese on the menu. This is in Bologna. It's called ragu. Right? It's on every menu. It's the classic reduction with pesto. It's going to be great. What's our best course? We have a little break in between for a little palate cleansing sorbet. We have some focaccia with mortadella. Right? And what am I missing here? I need my glasses.
Pork.
I'm dating myself. The pork roulade, thank you. Right? With garlic confit. Pork's obviously a huge thing in Emilia-Romagna. Right? So it's important to recognize that this cuisine they make there is simple. It's made from the most exquisite products that are regulated, right? And enjoying that simplicity is what we're here for tonight. Of course, to enjoy each other's company. We have Catherine from Cellary Wines here. Did she leave? Right? Hi. Who actually has a really difficult job here. My job's easy. Her job is to pair the wines of Emilia-Romagna with the cuisine. Right? This is not Tuscany when it comes to wine. Right? It's not known as a wine region. The wines there are exquisite, and she curated this beautiful list to go along with our meal tonight. If I hand this over to you,
Sure.
we'll be good?
Sure,
All right.
absolutely.
Good. I need a drink.
I'll just give you.